Greetings again. This is Dr. Bill Wyatt with the American Orthodontic Society, and we're going to put some videos on today, and it'll be on impacted teeth. If you are into orthodontics at all and you do very much of it, you're going to have a lot of impacted teeth. And we've got some that where the upper centrals are impacted, the cuspids frequently are impacted, and you can have impacted bicuspids or even molars and stuff like that. So we're going to cover, I've got just so many cases of it, and I don't want to bore you to death with impactions, but let's get started, and we'll show this young lady here. I believe that we'll do her impaction, and let's get going with her. Thanks. All right, here's the picture of the young lady when we started off in 1989, and I'm going to go straight to the models of the teeth, and we'll show them. And as you look at it, she's got a large diastema between the teeth right here. Now, I don't think we have to take that out. We're just going to pull the teeth together, and she's got an impaction over on this side. And you can see the roots of this tooth going up in that angle like that. Now, and the tooth is the cuspid tooth, I believe, is this area right there. On the other side of the mouth is fairly normal, but this tooth has got, see some mixed dentition along with this as we start out in January of '89. Now this molar right here has drifted forward, and it rotates on its lingual root. The upper molars have two buccal roots and a lingual root that's bigger and sticking here. A lot of times when the tooth moves, it'll turn in this direction, and that's the way this is. So there's some problem down in there. You know that just looking at the model without anything else. And now we'll go on to the other pictures on the bottom. The models are trimmed or broken off a little bit down here, and we've got mixed dentition. We've got deciduous teeth, see here. These are permanent molars up in that area, and these are permanent teeth down here. So let's see what's going on here. Now we've got closed problem right in this area right here, you can see. And these are coming out at quite an angle there. Let's look at it from a more, now this is better, where this is a panorex. That other was a panorex, was a cephalometric, and she's got 6-year molars. These are 12-year molars. Here's a wisdom tooth, and that looks like a wisdom tooth forming there. Same thing. Well, these are 6-year molars, 12-year molars, wisdom teeth. So she's got all the teeth coming in. Now we've got a cuspid. It's coming in right at an angle right here, running right into the lateral root. And again, this one over here is hitting this lateral root. And we've got a first bi and a second bi stacked on top of one another. Over on this side, they're beside one another. Now down here it's not too bad. You've got the bis and then the deciduous teeth, and here are the lower anteriors, the cuspids, the two bis, and the teeth. So let's watch what are we going to do to get this tooth turned and this one turned to go down in this area right there. Now we've got wisdom teeth, so that allows you, if you have to sacrifice something, you can always pull the wisdom teeth forward and close the space in there. So She's age 10 and 4 months, and this was 1988. All right, the next deal here was January 23rd of 89, and we see the cuspid tooth coming up in here, running into this lateral. So we need to do something with that. Now, here we come in and put spring in the teeth. We've got second bar and the cuspid, and here's the first bar. The second bar is right on top. It's either on top of it or in lingual to it in here. So we've got to kind of work that out, whichever one we're going to decide to put this over here or take it over on that side like that, or eliminate something. So we have to make those decisions in there. Now this is a little further down the line. She's age 12 at this point, and we have expanded the arch wire. You see, we've got a spring here to open this up, and then we put this tooth in here, this first bar, and now we've got room for the cuspids to come into that area. And this is taking some time to do this, but she's still got the wisdom teeth and the second bars back in the back. But I don't think we're going to need to take anything out in the front part of the mouth. All right, we got plenty of space for this one to come in. Now we just expanded the arch wires and made room for them. And now we got this bar coming here and this one, and we got spring. You see the spring on the line right here. You can erase that so you can see that spring coming in right in there. And we're opening the gap for that. And that'll push on this, and this root will come over in this direction, and this one right here will move in that direction. So here we are, again, another Panorex number 6, and we've made room here, and these teeth are coming in, and the other teeth are in, and we see that this young lady is, she's 13 and a half. So young ladies are not going to grow much more. So we've got a crowded problem. This is going to be crowded, and she's just not going to grow much jaw out here. If she was, we'd keep the wisdom teeth. Or if we had sacrificed something in here, we'd pull this forward, might have more use for the wisdom tooth. But here we don't have any use for them, so we're going to recommend removing them at this point. So here we still haven't, we got the cuspid down in here now. We're going to have to turn it around, put the root back forward. And this is 92, and she's age 13 and 11 months, almost 14 years old. But they haven't taken out the wisdom teeth. And so we're going to need to get in and do something with those wisdom teeth. You don't want to leave them in there without room in the arch for them that much, unless you had some real bad teeth. All right, that cuspid's going to have to be rotated now. We'll have to turn it around. And here's another Panorex. Now she's 3 and 16 and 7 and 94. And we are finished. We've got the teeth in place and everything, and she still doesn't have room for these wisdom teeth. So you don't want to leave them in there too long. If they grow now, they're going to crowd this up down on the bottom. And we use a lot of wisdom teeth. So if we got any room in the arch back here, we save them. But here you're going to need to eliminate them. Now we've got a bicuspid root coming in there. You don't see it very good. All right, this is 2 of 24 of 95. So she's 17 years old. Well, she did grow some, but we still haven't taken these. The upper ones don't bother you. It's the lower ones that would give you trouble down here. So let's see what we do. So at this point, the teeth are all lined up in pretty good shape. We've got a 3 to 3 bonded on the bottom down here. Hold that in place. All right, now we go back to the pictures of the teeth. And this is where we're enlarging this with springs over there to line that up. And you'll see how that worked out. That's the way we did it. We used the little narrow brackets in here. Now we've opened up, and this was where these bars were on top. We bring this one back in. One was back here and one was in front, right there. Now on the bottom, we just show the 6-year molars. This is pretty finished, except we gotta line that tooth up there. Now we've finished the top, and we put a wraparound retainer on the top up there. And we got the teeth in a good class 1 relation coming in like that. Now this is the retainer in the last. This is 1993, and this goes around the second molar back here, but we still, I think we may have taken the center in to get the wisdom teeth taken out. Now it's finished, pretty well finished. Here is where we started like that, and now there she is, finished in 95, and we did this in 1989. So we were spending over 5 years. We had to wait. We were in mixed dentition, and we started, and you couldn't do a first phase, so you get started on one of them, and you have to stay there until you get all the teeth in the mouth. And so this is 1995, and this was 1989 here. That's the right side of the mouth, and this is direct, and we've got the midline. I don't think we took the film out, but just brought the teeth together, closed it up, put a good retainer on it. Now this side, that's the left side, it's finished good, and that's where we opened up. We had to turn this and get that bicuspid in, and we've got it in there now, and you see this tooth is turned. See that little deal on it? You see the same, it's the same tooth over there. Now this is finished, but you're going to be working on some of these children. If you start them out in the mixed dentition, and there's something needs to be done. In other words, we need to take care of that back early here. We had to back this tooth up, get this in there, and that roll that tooth back in that direction. All right, here's the young lady after that was when we started. And here she goes up a little older, and this is 88. Now she's getting a little older. Now here she is, and this is close to the finish, and this is the finish of the case right here. And there's a smile, and you've got a beautiful set of teeth and a beautiful face on a beautiful young lady. And so this makes you feel good, and it helps you to be able to do that for somebody. And she'll spend the rest of her life, if she takes care of those teeth, with a beautiful smile like that. And here she was when she was little. And so that's the end of this. So we'll just close it out. I'm going to go back to that. And I hope you learn how to do impacted teeth. If you get into orthodontics, you're going to have a lot of impacted teeth that you have to learn to deal with. So I'm going to say goodbye, and we'll close this out.